Hello, my beautiful people. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Depends where you are in the world. It's afternoon here, and it's a very warm afternoon. I'm sweating, but anyway, I hope you're enjoying the weather, you're enjoying the time, you're enjoying whatever time of the day or night it is, wherever you are, and you're keeping healthy, happy, and safe. That's the main thing. In my videos every day I try to talk about something that I have observed in that day or something that I feel like, I should share with you. And something that I'm sure so many of you must have noticed, that sometimes people who we are friends with, and they're quite close friends actually, we can even say best friends. And then so much time is gone, past, and then when you see those people again, sometimes you keep in touch, sometimes you don't. And then when you see that person, actually it's a different person. I know we're all changing every day. Our cells are changing, they're renewing, which is the sign of health. Our habits are changing, different experiences, different thoughts, different emotions, different blah, 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 blah. And every minute of every second of life is bringing a different shade, different color, which is obviously reflecting on us, which is fine. But it's quite interesting to see that person after so many years, and then you don't find nothing in common between you two. And then you just say like, wow, life is beautiful. Because of different experiences, different lifestyles, and so much time is gone. You both went through different experiences and different emotions and different, cycles of life. And here you are, two different people. Some people never change. I'm not sure if anybody asks my close friends, they will tell you, they will not say I've changed much. I don't think so. Other than my hair has gone grey, I have not changed. My habits, my nature, my way of thinking, my, being emotional, it's all the same. I don't think I've changed much. But yes, some people do. And it's not good or bad. We're not talking about like if it's good or it's bad. No. I'm just saying, then you're meeting that person who you thought you were friends with, but now you're trying to find that friend in that person. You're looking for that friend, but you can't find it. It's a completely new person that you're meeting. It's quite an exotic experience, I would say. I recently experienced it, that's why I'm saying it. My very old time friend that for years, when I was a teenager and she was a teenager, and then we met after a very, very long time. And here we are, like I was literally struggling to find my friend in this new lady. I'm not saying she was good then and now she's not good, and I'm not saying she's good now and she's not good then. No, I'm not judging her at all. I'm just saying it's a completely different person. And I'm saying it from this perspective that life's shades, life's colors, when they reflect upon us, human beings, life, other life, it just leaves its imprints. People go different experiences, people go through different emotions, people go through different state of minds, and people just, so it all, after so many, if you see somebody every day, you might not notice that much difference, because you're seeing that person every day, or even like every month or after a few months, yeah. But if you see somebody after so many years, then and if you observe it, and if you're really not being judgmental, but you're aware, and you remember that person then, and you can see that person now, and you're paying attention. It's quite astonishing. It's really, really interesting, because I found it interesting. I found it quite fascinating. I know people change, and I I know life leaves its imprints on all of us, but to this extent. And if you live so long and then you see somebody, it's like a complete transformation. The person has changed. So what happens? Right, okay, now let's come to this. This is something that I experienced, and I'm sure so many of you must have experienced with your friends and the people you know. I'm not sure how you actually felt about it, but I'm just sharing my feeling. It was just quite, I would say, intense and intimidating sort of feeling. I found, I was not bothered, but I felt quite intimidated by this whole change. But anyway, so what happens sometimes when you are friends with somebody and they go through life's experiences and you go through life's experiences, and obviously you both change, or one changes more than the other, or nobody changes, whatever. But if you find, because obviously it depends, we all actually are experiencing life in our way, and we're all absorbing it in our way, and we are all observing it in our way. So how we actually project it out is totally, it's an individual thing. It's from person to person. It can't be generalized. So sometimes it happens that you are on the same page with somebody, and then suddenly you find yourself in different worlds. And it's not being judgmental, like who is right and who's wrong and who's good and who's bad, but it's then you're not on the same page. Your vibrations have changed, your energies have changed, everything is changed. So then what happens? What to do with such a relationship which was so close, and suddenly, after so long, the two people who were actually like this are actually standing like this, and they're in two different directions, two different personalities, totally opposite of each other. What will you do? Will you leave that person? Will you still continue with them, no matter how hard it is? I would say if you are connected, if your heart is connected with them, then you will still keep in touch. Although it will not be the same as it was. It will never be the same again. And it's not a bad thing, because this is why the life is beautiful. This is why I keep saying life is so beautiful, guys. It's so beautiful. Just observe it closely, and you will be, every day it just brings beautiful surprises every day. And that's the whole beauty about it. Anyway, so I think the best thing is not to break the ties. If the other person is also willing to continue with you as a friend, then probably you can continue. But because you're thinking different ways and they're thinking in different way, and you both are totally different people now, so I think the best thing is to talk about instead of suffering, because no, next thing will be suffering. This is what I'm coming to. That's what happens with any relation. When two people are not on the same page, and two people are in different vibrations and different energies. This is like, obviously two people have met after so long, right? But I've been even talking about people who are living with you. So now here we're talking about the person who you met after a very long time. So out of courtesy, you're not here to break people's hearts, you're not here to hurt people, their emotions, but definitely you're also not here to be all artificial, superficial, shallow, not real. No. This person was, once upon a time, this person was your friend. So So it's your moral duty to talk it through and let them know. Now we both are totally different people. Now we don't have much or nothing in common. So instead of making them suffer with you and you suffering with them, I think it's very important to be honest with people and to clear it all and to express your feelings about it. Because sometimes what happens, and it happened with so many of my friends actually, that's why I think I can talk about it more authentically, because I know how it feels, how it looks, and then what I did. I actually told them in very clear words that we are going in different directions. Although we've been friends once upon a time, we can still be friends in a way, like we can still be each other's well-wishers, but that thinking the same way or being on the same page, having the same frequencies, that is not there. And it's nobody's fault. Nobody is saying who has improved more, who is being left behind, or who is not progressing as a soul and who is actually learning as a soul. Nobody is talking about that. Although that is the main factor. So so don't talk about that, because you're not trying to say, well, that I'm here now and you're here, even if that is the case. Or you're here and I'm here. No. Because no matter who is where, doesn't matter. The more important thing is, you're not on the same page now. And that's it. So you can't talk comfortably, you can't share your ideas and thinkings and your feelings, because you're obviously two different people. So the next thing you're looking for, if you stay close to each other saying, oh, we are friends, we are friends, we are friends, then first of all, the attraction is gone, obviously, because attraction comes with, like-minded people, like-minded, friends. So that's one thing. But your feelings are connected. So keep connected. Still, you can stay friends with that person. You can still be a well-wisher. They can be your well-wisher. But you can't spend much time together. You can't share the ideas, because obviously you're different. You're going in different directions. So the next thing you're looking for is a clash, or the difference of opinions, and maybe an argument, and maybe an unpleasant, fight or some kind of disagreement. So before it comes to that, I think the best thing is one step at a time. As soon as you find your friends are changing, because we're all changing. We're all changing. As I said, I've not changed. But that's my opinion about myself. People who know me, they will definitely talk about a little bit of change, because I've not changed much. And that's my deliberate effort. Not because I don't want to welcome life's experiences, and I don't want the life's beautiful and the time's colors are not reflecting on me. No. It's just because I'm trying to preserve my own person, my soul. Because I'm comfortable with and the way I am. I think I like my honesty. I like my loving nature. I like my being so down to earth and not being so materialistic. Not being materialistic at all, actually. I like my being outspoken without being rude. I like me being brave and facing life and facing things, without, weighing the things 10 times. I'm careful, I'm not outrageous, but I still try. So I like myself. I'm comfortable in me, with myself, from my childhood, I suppose. There must be some changes, obviously. But so whoever does not find me comfortable, although, as I said, I've not changed much, but because I've seen my friends changing. And some changed because they got married. So obviously, Some changed because they got divorced. Again. Some changed because then probably, in their profession, they got so busy and money-minded. And some actually changed because probably they did not find people around them being fair to them. Whatever the reason, right? But they changed. I'm not blaming my friends, I'm not blaming anybody, I'm not making it personal, I'm just generalizing this whole experience because it can happen with anybody or anybody's friends. And I'm just saying the best way to part. If you don't want to part completely, if you don't want to part ways, then at least you should just put in the word and say, we are on different page now. So you don't really talk about many things. You don't expect each other to be on the same page. You don't feel shocked and surprised when you don't feel and think about the things the same way like you used to. And you don't share the same interests. So that's why it's very important. Any relationship, guys, whatever it is, I would say especially friendship, but any relationship, to save them and to save yourself, try to be as honest as possible. Some people some people say, oh, because I'm trying to save this relationship, that's why I'm being polite, I'm being diplomatic. No. You're not saving it. You're actually jeopardizing it. And you're also jeopardizing your own purity as a soul, as a person. I will say, if you really want to save a relationship, maybe keeping the things clear, talking it over, being honest with each other. If necessary, parting ways. If necessary, giving some time and having some distance, physical and physical distance. Whatever is needed, that is saving a relationship. That can save a relationship. Because after some time you might come back to each other and you might even, if you really want to be with that person, or if you really value that person, that you will definitely try to accommodate, not manipulate yourself, but you will still try to come to meet halfway through with each other. But be honest, because honesty is the best policy. It really is. It's not a saying. Whatever we say or whatever we've been hearing over the years. Oh God, my head is spinning because it's so hot here. It's hot because no fan is on, no air conditioning is on, because this noise is enough for you. And I thought, like, if I have air conditioning on, then obviously you're not going to like it because you can't hear me. Anyway, look after yourself. Keep smiling. Think about what I said. Please subscribe to my channel. Please leave some comments. And if you like my videos, then please like too. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Keep smiling because life is so beautiful.